the system is designed for you not to survive.
Right.
It's really hard on somebody.
Right.
You know, how do you keep that, or do you keep that, that ability to stay, or do you go home at night and crawl in the fetal position and just break down? How do you keep it together? I don't know.
Honestly, the way I look at what I do, I look at it as my career, not my life. If you understand what I'm saying. I mean, I look at my family, my sister, my boyfriend, and God. That's my life. So I just I don't take myself so seriously like a lot of people do in this business, Just do it and just have fun with it,
Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. This is the first time you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. And you're probably wondering, girl, what did I just click on, bitch? Where the hell? Girl, it is almost Halloween, bitch. So every now and then till Halloween, I'm gonna be dressing up. And today I am Mary from Hocus Pocus, bitch, okay? Cause witty, I smell children. Listen, Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite Halloween movies ever. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just there, My favorite, of course, it's Winifred, but I have all the wigs and stuff, so I'm gonna be rocking them during the next week or two, until Halloween is over, bitch. I mean, why not, girl? You gotta live life and have fun, okay? So we are currently back in my closet. I thought it would be like, sparkly and, messy, just like me, bitch. So anyways, we gotta talk about Britney Spears, but make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. And also, thank you so much for all the support. I am so incredibly grateful, but I am really grateful, so thank you. Britney Spears, unfortunately, has no plans on returning to the music industry, and she writes in her memoir that pushing forward in my music career is not my focus at the moment. It's time for me not to be someone who other people want. It's time to actually find myself. And, this is something that, of course, for me, like, as a fan, right, I want what's best for Britney, obviously. Inside, do I want her to be on stage? Of course. Do I want her to be winning awards? Of course. Do I want to hear her on the radio? Do I want to see her in concert? Of course. Like, the selfish part of me obviously wants that, right? But it is so time for Britney to find who she is. She has been working since the Mickey Mouse Club when she was like 12 or 13, right? And till about, her Vegas residency ended in 2019, I believe. So she's been working for so many years, and she's gone through so much that, of course, I understand that, she wants to take time away. Unfortunately, the music industry, it works a certain way nowadays where you have to seem perfect. Everything that you do has to be aesthetic. Everything you do has to be picture perfect. What the people around you are gonna love, what everyone around you is gonna accept. You know what I mean? And that is one thing that I think Britney is just done with. I think Britney is done with being told what to do, how to act, everything. And I think Britney is just trying to be herself. Your 30s are very important. Not sure if you're in your 30s yet, or if you're in your 30s or you're past your 30s, you know that the 30s are very important. You figure out who you are. You start caring less about things that you cared about before, and you have to go through trials and tribulations to find who you are, right? And unfortunately, Britney didn't get that because throughout her 30s, she was under a conservatorship. Her late 20s to all her 30s were taken away from her. And that's the time where you have to mess up. You have to see the world. You have to go through ups and downs. You have to, you have to be able to really make mistakes if you must, And unfortunately, that was all taken away from her because she was living under a schedule. She was living under people's watch. She was living under people's, how people wanted her to live. So she has to find herself, And I really also think that the online criticism that she receives from Instagram and the headlines of the press and everything, that must really also take a lot out of her wanting to come back, like the desire to come back. I wouldn't want to come back either. If I can't be myself, why would I want to be part of something? Like, for example, me doing this, right? Very minuscule compared to Britney, but if I couldn't be me, why would I want to be a part of something, right? And she couldn't be her for many years, so why jump back onto that? So I totally understand. I've seen the fans' comments that they're upset, they're sad about it, but I couldn't be more happy for her, because I think that Britney, when she finds herself, I could see her returning to music for sure. I could see her returning, because that passion, that fire, no one else has, right? But I think that she has to go through things. She has to go through ups and downs. She has to go through finding herself. She needs a very, you know, self-indulgent moment where she is just with herself, you know. I hope she gets to travel the world. I hope she gets to, you know, if I were Britney, you know, something that I think would be very good is to travel, because when you travel, like, it changes everything. You know, you really change who you are, what you think is the right way of living. You learn from such different cultures, and you are able to see through that your bubble is not real. You know what I mean? There's a whole world out there that has different ways of living, different theories, different mindsets. So you really do get inspired, and you really find yourself when you're traveling as well. So I think traveling would be a great thing for her, you know, and just connecting with herself, like being just with herself. And I'm, in a way, like, I'm sad that her marriage didn't work out, if she's heartbroken, but at the same time, I think it's okay to be on your own for a while, especially, like I said, when your 30s, your late 20s were taken away from you. Those are very important years where you, again, start understanding who you are, you know. So I'm okay with her not returning for a while. What I think is gonna happen, my little That's So Raven Bruja Mary Winifred Sanderson in me says, is that she is going to take some years off, and then, you know, she's come back. She's only 41, you know what I mean? So I mean, she has a whole future ahead of herself, and if she decides to come back, amazing. And if she decides not to come back, well, you know what, girl, also amazing, bitch, because damn, she's given so much entertainment business. Like I said, she's been around since she was 12 years old in the Mickey Mouse Club, and even before that, she was on Broadway. So Broadway, Mickey Mouse Club, then Baby One More Time, the record deal she signed with Jive Records at 15. Baby One More Time at 16, Slave for You at 19, Oops, I Did It Again at 17, 18. I mean, she has not stopped until Glory, Piece of Me residency, that ended in 2019. So she literally has not stopped for how many years? Do the math, right? So I think that it's okay for her to have some time. Plus, she did half of that under the restraints that she was on from very evil people. So I think it's fun. I think it's great that she is taking time for herself. And you know what, you guys, sometimes it's very good to be selfish, okay, bitch? Be selfish. Sometimes you got to say no, bitch, okay? Girl, I'm just sitting here so much. Where do I smell children? The punishment shall not be to die, but live forever with his guilt. As what, Winnie? As what? Jump back.
Twist the bones and bend the backs to the copper to Malcolmus, bring him of his baby fat to the copper to Malcolmus, give him the blackest black, just like this.
Listen, I have to tell you, if you have not watched Hocus Pocus, girl, please watch Hocus Pocus, okay? And if you are watching it for the first time, I want you to come back to this video, and I want you to tell me your favorite part, okay? My favorite part is when they do the spells. Listen, for my whole life, like, I've loved Hocus Pocus so much. I remember watching it over and over and over as a kid. I learned every line. I learned every spell. And for many years growing up, this is like, seriously, I thought I was a witch, bitch. Like, I didn't know that that it's now like a religion. I didn't, you know, I only knew like Hollywood, you know, like Hocus Pocus, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you know what I mean? Like The Craft. So I was pretending I was like The Craft and Hocus Pocus and Sabrina. And girl, listen, let me tell you something though. Spooky things started happening. I'm not even kidding you, girl. Spooky things, especially one time, bitch, something really spooky happened. If you want to know, let me know in the comments. But something really spooky happened, and then I was like, "Ooh, girl, okay, hang on, what is going on?" But I was like 12, right? But anyways, girl, yeah, watch Hocus Pocus. My husband and I have an annual tradition that we watch Hocus Pocus. I do have to say, the second one is not my cup of tea, okay? Because I'm interested in them. I'm not interested in little kids, you know, trying to be the main characters when in fact they are not the main characters and they can't act to save their lives, okay? Point blank, period. Anyways, girl, let me know what you guys think. Are you sad or happy that Britney is taking some time for herself? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Witty, I smell children. Witty, where are you?